Hi everyone. I just wanted to take some time and finally get my 2025 lineup set up. I wanted to show what I had originally for 2024 plus my 5-year, which is over here. So that would be these from 2024, and I've pared it down to these. Oh wait, that's over there. To these ones. I know. Anyways, so I'm just going to show what worked for me in 2024, what didn't, why I chose these ones. So I wanted to start off with my 5-year. I honestly had a hard time keeping up with this one. I don't know why, but for some reason I don't think I only did maybe 2 or 3 entries for the entire year. I have tried to go back a little bit near the end of the year, but because this is going to be my last year, I've been a little bit more diligent and been able to just write a couple of notes. So that's going to be interesting to see. I think knowing that it's going to be my last year, it'll be a little bit easier for me to fill that one out. I also realized that keeping the planners closer to me and where my planner stack is has made a huge difference as well, because this one was my memory one, and again, I didn't keep this one actually very close to me. It was like on the shelf, so I didn't really use this. My intention was to put memories, weekly things in here, just like, you know, like what most people would do. And then after this week, I wrote a couple notes thinking I would go back to it, and once I put it on the shelf, I didn't do anything to it. This stuff that I've pasted inside is just some ephemera that I've had over the past year that I found. So I just kind of stuck it in there. So I think what I'm going to do with this is just keep going and sticking ephemera in it, and then writing a little bit of notes as well as the date. So it's just going to be a mishmash of all of my ephemeras. Yeah, so this one I'll keep with this one, but it's not, we'll see how it goes. Okay, and then I have my Hobonichi cousin. This is the Han and the Tiny Dragons. I really love this. I didn't really know what to do for the monthlies, or to be honest, the weeklies was supposed to be for time blocking, and that really didn't work out. Like, what, this is February? I think I stopped doing that almost right away. So I tried to make it like a to-do list and stuff like that. It didn't really work out too well. I kind of just used this as journaling. The blank pages I started to use as notes, and then I had some quick sketches in here. I had to-do lists, so it was just basically a notebook that I didn't use quite as often as I had hoped. The blank pages I don't mind. I mean, if I need scratch paper or if I need to write something down, I'm going to write it in here. I'm not too concerned about having papers that are blank. What I've done in previous years is actually cut out the blank pages and then hole punch them and then put them into my ring binders. This book, okay. This book is a mess. And I found this book, actually, I don't remember when I found it, but it is a journal that I had. It's a Piccadilly journal. oops, sorry, that I have had since, let's see, 2010, and I never finished it. And so I have like about half of the book left. And so what I've been doing with this, I found like later on in the years that I tried to journal again in it throughout the years. I found like from 2020 and just things like that. And so what I'm going to do with this page is I'm actually going to use it for morning pages. This book is not meant for anyone to be seen, so I really don't mind that it looks kind of, you know, scrappy. I don't know what the word I would use, but yeah, so I'm not intending for anybody to ever see this book. I don't plan on archiving this book. After trying to read some of my past ones, I don't think I actually even want to read the rest of it. So yeah, I think I was just working out things in my head and would just get them out onto paper, and I actually don't really want to relive any of that, so I'm just going to use this for morning pages. Okay, now what do we have here? This one is the One Piece weeks that I have been using as my kind of like a financial planner. I think at the beginning of the year I didn't really know what I was going to use it for, so I have like, you know, some some gel pens, swatches in there. I think I have a couple of doodles in here. Oops, sorry, I'm out of frame again. Okay, so yeah, that's what I would. And then I kind of tried to put some things in there. So it wasn't really consistent, but it did actually help me that I do actually want to keep one of these for 2025. I was trying to get this to be a no spend tracker, but I didn't have this with me very often, so it wasn't exactly the best use. I didn't use it to the best of its potential. I did use it, however, for some things that I did spend, and as well as checking my my paycheck. So the back pages are used somewhat, and any kind of calculations that I wanted to do, I actually usually did it in these back pages. So, but I'm not really going to show that either. It's kind of like, and I also didn't make it look pretty either. I didn't have any no stickers, no stamps, no nothing in here. But we'll see how that goes for the fall, this year actually. I tried not to get a Mega Weeks because I had this one, and I actually really love this. It's the 2024 Common Planner. It's the N1 size, the standard, and I really loved it, actually. I really love this. I didn't use it all the time, but when I used it, it was quite useful. I had excuse me, used it for some scheduling in there. I was kind of all over the place last year. I have a table of contents, so this is just kind of my common planner. Anything that I needed to keep track of, it's all here. I still have quite a few pages, and since this is going to be like a reference anyways, I'm just going to continue with it and fill this out. And yeah, so this is just going to be a common planner for me. I do like the size. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit in any of my purses, so that is an issue. So then I started carrying the weeks. That's why I didn't use the scheduling in here that much, because I think I missed the layout. Like, as you can tell, it's not the prettiest. I am a messy planner, but you know, it got used, so that's nice. The back pages I used for anything and everything. Again, though, that my my habit tracking was definitely not there, but I did keep a list of everything in here. So this one was quite useful, actually very useful. So I'm kind of glad that I know now that this works for me, and that I'll be going forward with that. These two I was using as kind of like a health log. So in these pages, what I was doing was keeping track of my sleep, what I ate, my medication, and yeah, and I was just using my friction stamps, using my highlighters. Oh gosh, I keep putting myself out of frame. I'm sorry about that. So I'm just using like stickers, not that many stickers, mostly stamps, actually, using my planner stamps that I've been trying to fill this out with. So this is more of like a daily log, what I did, if I was journaling, if I ate anything, what I ate, and that was pretty much what I used these for. And the reason why I picked the take a note was because the columns are much wider than if I was using the vertical in this, and as where's the vertical here? Yeah, so for me, I found that using the columns in this one would be easier to write what I'd be doing. So that's why I actually wanted to use the take a note. I do love the take a note, to be honest with you. The only thing that bugged me was that there were no like extra pages in the back. These are just a list of my friction stamps and what I kind of use them for. Kind of like a legend, I guess. And then this one is the A6 home. And this is I collaged a little bit in there. This was supposed to be kind of like notes that I wanted to make for my health. I kind of, where did I get that? Is it in here? No. I kind of just put appointments that I had, pain that I was feeling that day, sleep, and I kind of had like, I made this kind of like layout on my, oh, sorry about the glare there. I made this layout kind of like of how I was going to structure the pages when I write things down. But I just never really used it. And I found the reason why was because carrying this around was so much easier than carrying these two around. So I found that if I wanted to keep a daily log, it would have to be something that I would carry around with me or would have near me almost every single day. So that is what I used for 2024. So let us start with I have my 5-year, and then I'll have this memory book. I'll have my, these are the books that I'm taking with me through the next years. Oh, this one too. So this one from 2024 is going to be my commonplace book, my morning pages, my memory ephemera collage book, and then my 5-year. So my daily and ones that I'll probably be using the most would be these here. Oh, why do I have this here? Yeah. So let us start off with this one here. This is the Malia Kent Hobonichi cover from a few years ago. I actually don't remember what year it was. But I just really like blue and purple and the color, and it's tweed and it's sparkly. And then I can use this essentially as a wallet. This is the Paddington Weeks. I think I got this because it was just a nostalgic thing. I mean, I remember growing up with Paddington, so this is going to be my financial planner or journal. So that's kind of why I want to keep it in like this wallet type thing. I can keep things here if I need to, receipts, any kind of pieces of paper that I might need. I'm thinking I might put like gift cards here that I haven't used yet. So what I'm doing with this is I just basically wrote a quote for myself to save money. Don't spend now, invest, and remind yourself of compound interest. In these pages, I have highlighted my paydays. In this one, what I'm doing in the monthlies actually is auto payments. So I'm writing down what's going to be paid coming out each month and how much will be coming out for my auto payments. Then in the weeklies, I am putting what I spent. Don't really want to share all the information here and see my money situation, but so I have like places I've gone to, how much I spent, things like that. I also tracked money coming in, and then I highlighted this day here because that was a no spend day, and so I'm going to try to continue doing that. And then yeah, and then the back pages, what I'm going to be using them for is budgeting. What is it? Budgeting, and I have a no-buy list here, and in the 360, is it 365? Oh, I'm gonna check my payroll on these back pages, and then I was gonna do the no spend on the 365 pages, but do they not have it in this one? Let's see. Add that. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't have it. That's fine. I'm tracking my no spend days anyways by highlighting the day anyways, so that's kind of unnecessary there. But yeah, so this is going to be my financial planner / journal. Then this is my Moat Term cover. This is the Veg Tan leather in plum, I believe is what it is. And oops, sorry about that. This houses my Hobonichi Mega Sushi and my Oristel Weeks. So I always get a Mega because I always have this anxiety that I am going to run out of pages. But as you can see from last year, I barely use the pages because I keep thinking I'm gonna run out of pages for some reason. What I also have done in the past as well was actually cut out some of these pages and hole punch them and then put them into a rings binder. I believe I got it into a personal size, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to double check that. If you guys want a video on that, I can always show that too. But anyways, this is my everyday carry. In the back pockets, I'm keeping receipts. I have a picture here of my nephews, and then in here I am going to put, scheduling. I put some stickers in there. Lately I've been noticing I'm putting more like motivational quotes that I have from all my stickers, so I'm hoping that will help me with this year. I did actually come up with some word that I had wanted to do for myself, and I don't know if anybody had watched a previous one of my previous videos where I was doing the mid-year checkup. I had I have a problem of being consistent and writing my 5-year journal, and in my journal in my planners period. And then I put commitment and consistency is going to be my words for this year. I am a self-proclaimed commitment phobe, and I'm working on that. So, yeah. So I am using this as, let's see. So I kind of have this layout like this, where I'll draw this line in the middle, on the third. This third here will be any kind of appointments or events that are happening. And here I will be putting my to-dos for that specific day. In here, I was going to either put a highlight of the day, or what did I use this for? I haven't been really using it that much, but for what I do is if I have like a migraine that day, or if I'm feeling the tingling in my hand, which hand, and then I'll write that all down in here, because I have this thing with me every day. For the most part, every day. And then in here, I will put a ongoing to-do list, and then once I transfer them on here and complete them, I will check them off. The back pages I'm going to use just as notes. Again, use an index. I have some journal prompts here. And then from Dandelion Diaries, I am doing the adulting log. So, let me just block that out for a second. I have lists here, and then I've decided to put my adulting log here, and it's going pretty good considering I haven't been the best at keep using them every day, but again, we'll see how that goes. I did kind of stop off a few days ago, but yes. And then I have those set up for the rest of the year, and then I just have some notes that I made, kind of like the Common Planner book, but this is just everything. And then I'm going to see if I can transfer it over to my Common Planner book or my reference binder or something like that. So then that's what I will do with that. And then this is the Aurora weeks. It is the January to June, and it's the half day. This one is a 2024 one, and I have actually redated it because I want to see if this is going to work out for me. I had an old one that I actually tried using the pages. So the way this works in here is, let me see here. So it has the monthlies, this is the weekly overview. I'm not really using this weekly overview. I haven't actually kind of figured out what I'll be doing with this page, but it has the days of the weeks here, and then these are the daily pages that you will find going forward. So it keeps the entire month together. So the way that I have this one going is, so I'm kind of trying to track my mood and my sleep. So the way I have this here is the dots in blue are going to be my hours of sleep, and then my mood I'll put in red, see if there's any kind of correlation between the two. I'm also going to use my emoji stickers that I have that I might just put on daily, past couple of days kind of thing. So that's what I want to do this going forward. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So then this is what I want to do for the dailies. This is going to be my daily log. My memory isn't the greatest. I can't remember sometimes when I took my meds last if I missed a day. So I have to use my friction stamp, and then for the times that I'm taking my meds, so I know when I had last taken them. I am writing down what I ate. Again, the highlight in blue is the hours of sleep. If I ate a meal and what I'm doing, I had a couple hours there just lounging. And then if I was basically journaling for a few hours at the end of the night. I am trying to see if this is going to work, but I put a line down the side here, and I want to put my symptoms and mood in here, or if I took something. So this was January 1st. I had a little bit of a hangover, so I took an leave. But at the end of the day, I started to notice that my right hand was getting sore, and it was starting to tingle. And then I want to just keep going forward like that. Like my back was sore, my stomach was sore. This way, these blue marks for the highlights, I was just trying to see which way I liked looking at the sleep portion. So I think I'm just going to keep it to these ones here. So again, I have my sleep. I also am putting, like, if I went to a restaurant, what I did that day. Really, like, it's pretty much everything what I want of a daily log of what I did that day, and it'll have like a rough time as well. So this daily log, I think, is what's going to help me fill out the rest of my planners and journals. So I'm hoping that this is going to, I'll be able to keep this up. I find that if I keep these two together, I will use them both. Now, the problem that I have with this, it's not the smallest thing to carry around with you. It's not huge, but at the same time, I have purses where this doesn't really fit, as well as my phone. So what I did is, I have this old Coach agenda that I had. It comes with like a spiral insert for the year, and so I took out the spiral insert and got these Aura Estelle passport inserts. I really like the idea of the size of the passport. So I am going to have, this is the monthlies. Again, it keeps, this is only 3 months of the year. The layouts are undated. I actually used stickers and stamps to date them. So I don't have anything really in here at the moment. But what I do at least is for the monthly, I will put appointments and things that I have for the day. If there's anything that I need to remember. So I do that with this one kind of as an alternative to carry, because this one is small enough for me to carry in my work pocket as opposed to this. So I'll try to transfer the information that I have in here into here. In these, it's not a rings binder, as you can see. It just has the slots for the book, spiral book that was in it, and I've managed to fit 2 inserts here that are lined. This first one is just collections that I can bring forward with me for, we'll see how long it lasts. But like, I have ideas in here, things, a wish list and gift ideas in here, and then I have another blank insert here for notes of any kind. In the insert for the vertical weekly, there are just a couple of pages that are empty, but I'm thinking of using those pages as future logs going forward. If I have to write something down in here, I can always transfer it into here. So that's what I'm using this one for. Then this is my last one, and this is my cousin. Oops, sorry for the glare there. What I'm doing with this one, this was an impulse buy. I honestly had no intention of getting an A5 hone, but when I saw this, I just had to get it. I don't know, it just, the night sky, the stars, it really just got to me. So I had to buy it. And so now what I'm actually using this for is actually going to be, I think, going to be helpful for me. At least I hope so. So I have in here my monthly, and what I'm going to be doing for my monthly is a gratitude or highlight of the day. And then again, I don't care if I'm not going to be every single day, but at least, you know, I'll have somewhere to write that. And then I was going to use this as time management, because I really have this thing with time management, and so I wanted to do that with this. But for the days that I don't, I'm also just going to use it as a little bit of journaling for that day. And again, I know I'm not going to do this every day, but at least I don't have to have an entire page to fill out it, like when I'm in the back pages here, you know, in the back daily pages. But then again, what I'm doing for this one is, so I want to put my goals of the month in here. Then what I want to do for these coming pages are either morning pages or journaling pages. Any one of those is fine with me. I actually used it for some notes as well for the days that I didn't use. So, I mean, it's not exactly the most dedicated book for journaling, but for me, I think at least I have different options of ways to keep a journal and to keep my gratitude and things like that all in one book. Now, for the journaling part, since I'm putting the goals in the beginning of the month, I want to also give myself the option to journal in here about my goals, about whether I'm achieving my goals, if I need to make any adjustments. I want to put them into here as well. So I think this is going to be a good one for me. I hope I'm going to be able to keep this one up, because I think this one is going to be very helpful for me. So anyways, these are going to be the ones that I'll be using the most. But then again, I have my 5-year and then my common planner, my memory book, and a morning pages book. So when I use my cousin, again, when I do the journaling, if I don't have this with me, I'm going to use this journaling portion as morning pages, because I know this isn't always going to be around. This is staying at home. So we'll see how I keep up with that. But I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this long video. I apologize. I know I've been saying a lot of ums and not really knowing what to say, but I just wanted to get this out there right away before it's a little late. And I think so far for the past couple weeks, it's been working out. So I think this is going to be a good change for me from last year. So I hope you guys, I hope this was helpful for anyone. If anybody wants to see anything in more detail, please let me know in the comments. And if you have a video, I would love to watch it. I've been like binging on all of these Techukaikis and planner lineups for the past 2 weeks, if not longer, actually maybe a month. So if you have one, hopefully I've seen it, but I'd love for you to leave me a link so that I can watch it, so I can make sure that I watch it. But again, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys again.